All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Wednesday Core Stability. Happy to have you all here. Reminder to listen to your bodies, keep some water nearby, and if something's not working for you, feel free to ask for adaptations or any other advice you may need. Let's go ahead and get warmed up. We were talking about the cold, so let's find our mats, get that neutral standing position, feet under hips, toes forward. And we'll start with some big arm circles, taking them forward. So taking those shoulders and arms as wide as we can, taking them up overhead, out in front of us, down to the floor and behind us. Warming up the shoulder girdle. For all those assisting, it will do today. And let's go ahead and reverse those arm circles, taking them back behind us now. Beginning to take those deeper breaths. All right. And let's go ahead and pause those arm circles. We'll transition to a windmill toe touch. So we'll take our feet out wide, about 2 steps wider than our hips. Arms will go out from our shoulders to the left and right, to the sides. We'll hinge at the waist as we reach right hand towards left foot. Then we'll come back up to center and switch to the other side, taking left hand to right foot. Take these nice and slow to start. We're just warming up kind of that full body here with this warm-up stretch. Hamstrings, pelvis, arms and back. Good. You can start really slow and then you can start to increase the pace just a little bit. We don't want to go super fast with this exercise. Just getting our body temp up and our heart rate up. Good. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come back up to center. Step those feet back underneath your hips. And we're going to go for that standing bird dog. So from our neutral standing position, we're going to raise the right arm out in front of us. And at the same time, we're going to kick the left leg behind us. Okay, so you're in that standing bird dog. Then we'll bring right arm back, left leg back, and switch other side, raising left arm out in front of us, kicking right leg behind us. And we'll just alternate there nice and slow, working a little bit of balance, starting to get that contralateral core movement. Remember to keep those stationary objects nearby if you need a little hand with the balance. Good. Just a few more here. Feeling our ankle do a little bit of wobbling, keeping us balanced. And let's go ahead and pause those bird dogs, coming back to center. And we're going to do some high knees or marches. So you can place your hands on your hips and one knee at a time. We'll start on the right, drive that right knee towards your chest, placing it back down, and alternate with the left. Nice slow march to start. Kind of making it more of a balance exercise. As you get used to the movement, feel free to speed it up. If you haven't already started to speed it up, let's Increase the rate at which we're driving our knees. And go ahead and pause those marches. Find your way to a good spot where you can do your stationary inchworms. We'll keep our feet underneath our hips, toes forward. Slowly gonna lower my hands down towards the mat, kind of like a forward fold. And then keeping our feet planted where they're at, let's go ahead and walk our hands away from our feet as far as we can go comfortably, whether that's a high plank or a down dog. Taking that slight pause at the top, squeezing your glutes, tightening your abs, and then walk the hands back to the feet for a forward fold and repeat. Remember, we're walking out nice and slow for those inchworms. Really tightening our abs, not letting ourselves sway left to right as we walk out. Got a couple more here. Keep those glutes active and involved just as much as your abdominals and core muscles. And last one here. Go ahead and walk it out and bring it back. And we'll come back up to standing. Beautiful. Once we're back to standing, starting in that neutral position, we're going to be doing a reverse lunge exercise. So starting neutral standing, you can keep your hands on your hips or on a stationary object nearby if you need a little extra support. But from here, we're going to step our right foot back behind us, about 2 steps. And then we're going to slowly lower that right knee down towards the floor, bending our left knee as well. So we're in that lunge. Pushing ourselves back up, bringing our right foot back underneath our hips, and repeat on the left side. So just alternating reverse lunges. Staying focused on the slow movement right now. This is a balance and strength exercise. Doing our very best to keep our front foot flat.
Katie, do you want our heel up or our back heel?
Oh, great question. Back heel, yes, up. So toes are planted as you lower that knee, heels up. Thank you, Jeanette. Good. Let's tighten those abdominals as we get used to the movement. Option to stay here in this alternating reverse lunge, or you can begin to add a high knee drive out of the lunge. So stepping the foot back for the lunge and then driving the back leg up into a high knee before placing the foot back down and repeating on the other side. So balance and strength challenge, also utilizing that core to keep you stable. A lot of moving parts here. That's good. Kind of like a brain game. That's kind of what exercise is. Nice. Let's just go for a few more here. Trying to hold that knee drive for just about a second or two before you switch. And let's go ahead and come back to center. Finish your rep back in that neutral standing position, feet under hips, toes forward. We're gonna do some standing lateral leg raises. So keeping my hands on my hips or on an object nearby. We'll start on the right. Going to keep my right foot flexed. So foot at a 90-degree angle with my ankle. And from the hip, I'm gonna take a slight bend in the knee, so I'm raising my right foot off of the mat. Toes can be tapping, touching the mat if needed. We're just going to raise that right leg out to the side. So we're standing on our left leg, staying balanced. Right leg is raising, kind of feeling that right glute doing the work. And we're not raising the legs super high. This is just a gentle lift. You'll really feel the glutes doing the work here. And if you feel your legs starting to travel forward, go ahead and bring it back. You want to keep your knees kind of in line with each other, even as you're raising the right leg away from it. Nice job. A few more reps here. Left leg is working for us as well, keeping us balanced. Abdominals are tight. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get that right foot back down on the mat. We can shake out our hips if we need to. Ooh, just got a big pop. And let's switch to the left side. So our right leg is our standing leg now. Make sure you have a slight bend in that right knee for our standing leg. Let's raise the left leg up. So foot is hovering off the mat or toes are touching. And then we're just going to gently raise left leg up and out to the side. Lateral raise, left side. Really trying to focus on the engagement of our left glutes. Also keeping our abs tight and engaged. Belly button to spine. Remember, we're keeping those knees in line with each other. Almost like imagining you have a band around your thighs and it's kind of resisting you. Nice work. Just a few more reps here. Keep those abs engaged. Staying balanced, staying focused. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring that left leg back underneath your hips and shake them out. Let's lower ourselves down to the mat in a tabletop position. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. And once we've found our way down to the mat, once again, we're in tabletop. So my wrists, ankles, shoulders are all stacked. My knees are under my hips, feet are trailing behind my knees. And we're going to do some bear holds. So for our bear holds, we're going to tuck our toes under our feet, kind of preparing to lift the knees off the mat. Hands are supporting us in the front. Let's tighten our abs as we slowly raise our knees off of the mat, just hovering them in that bear hold. And let's add a small rotation of our hips. So we're just going to dip left knee down towards the mat, kind of rotating our hips to the left. Tap that left knee down, come back to center, and then tap the right knee, rotating the hips to the right. So just a bear hold with a nice gentle rotation, kind of working those obliques out. Nice job. A few more seconds here. Keep breathing. Push away from your palms. Squeeze those abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and pause. You can let your knees down. Cat-cow it out if you need to. Take a beat here. Shake out your wrists. We're going to go one more move with those bear holds. A wonderful isometric exercise. Great for strength, great for focus. All right, when you're ready, next we're going to be doing a bear hold with some side steps. So when you're ready, go ahead and tuck those toes, brace those abs, take the breath, raise those knees, hover them off the mat, And then we're just gonna take a baby step out with the right foot to the right, come back to center, and then out with the left. So just baby toe taps as you're holding that bear hold. Woo, this is a challenge. You got this. Keep it going. Push away from those palms. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, knees down. Take a rest. All right, we're gonna give the bear holds a rest, and we're gonna switch into bird dog crunches. So when you're ready, starting in that tabletop, our starting position, we're going to alternate bird dog crunches, so raising right arm up, left leg extends back behind us, bringing right elbow to left knee underneath our belly button, and extending again, placing right hand and left knee back down, and repeating on the left arm, right leg, extending long, elbow to knee underneath us, extend, and back down. Just a slow alternating here. Keeping our spine neutral during these bird dogs, as in my nose is facing the mat during the entire exercise, entire movement. We don't want to be looking at the wall in front of us. Make sure we have that belly button pinned to our spine. And we're gonna hold in that extension, starting with the right arm, left leg. In 3, 2, 1, let's extend right arm, left leg, holding at the top, pin that belly button to your spine, add a little pulse. Good, you got this. Engage those abs, squeeze them. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go ahead and place that arm and leg back down. Cat-cow it out if you need to. And we'll go back into those alternating bird dog crunches. We're gonna have that hold coming up on the opposite side. So let's prepare for it. All right, in 5 seconds, we're gonna raise left arm, right leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hold that extension, left arm, right leg. Re-engage those abs, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nose is towards the floor. Add that pulse, add that pulse. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm and leg back down, and wash it out with a cat and cow. Beautiful. We're going to have some hip circles up next. So still in that tabletop, if you need to switch to fists to kind of give those wrists a break, feel free. So fists down, knuckles into the mat, thumbs up. And for our hip circles, we'll start with the right leg. We're going to drive that right knee up towards the chest. We're going to abduct it out to the right. We're going to take it back into a donkey kick. And then we're going to place it back down and switch sides. So driving left knee up to chest, abducting it out to the left, taking it around to a donkey kick, and back in. If you were in the mobility class, you might remember this one. And we're trying to keep our hips parallel to the mat pretty much the whole time throughout the movement. It might feel a little difficult. That's okay. It might open up a little bit. But let's keep our abs engaged. Make those glutes work a little bit. Take the hip through all or the leg, I guess, through all of those ranges of motion. Continuing to switch sides. Starting to feel the glutes heating up as they abduct and kick back the leg. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees underneath us. Shake out our wrists, and we're gonna make our way down onto our backs. I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water. All right. Once we've made our way down to the mat on our backs, let's roll our legs up towards the ceiling. So feet are towards the ceiling, legs are straight / extended, and my back is nice and flat on the mat. I'm engaging my abs, squeezing them down towards the mat. Got that pin. Let's raise our arms up towards the ceiling. So fingertips towards the ceiling, arms are extended. And then we're going to gently raise head, shoulders, upper back up. And we're going to take our hands to the left side of our knees, coming back down, and then switching to the other side. Hands go to the right side of our knees. So just kind of a legs up crunch, going side to side of our knees. Make sure we're taking those breaths. Inhale when you're down, exhale when you crunch. Nice job, keep it going here. Really feeling those abdominals and obliques assisting a little bit since we're going side to side. Work on engaging, work on flexing. Don't just let your arm momentum be what takes you up. Make your abdominals contract to raise your body up, or upper body, I should say. Good, few more reps. Go 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and let your legs down. Feet can go flat on the mat, knees up. And to wash out those crunches, we're gonna do some bridges. So let's widen out our feet just outside of our hips. Arms are down in the mat. Palms facing down. We're gonna engage our glutes, squeeze them as we push hips toward the ceiling. And lowering back down and repeating. Just some nice, slow glute bridges. Planting those heels firmly into the ground as we press hips up. Only points of contact with the mat are feet and shoulders. We're squeezing those glutes and abdominals in unison for these bridges. I'm going to take those big exhales as we push. And on this next rep, go ahead and stay down. You can lower the hips back down. Let's raise the legs back up. So feet off of the mat. And we're going in that kind of upside down tabletop now, setting up for dead bugs. So knees are over hips, shins are parallel to the ceiling. Both arms are up to the ceiling from the shoulders. And we have our dead bug. So make sure you have that pin through your belly button. Abs are engaged. Pelvis is rolled under you. So there's very little to no arch in that lower back. And one arm at a time, we'll drop right arm overhead. and left leg down, just hovering both of those limbs over the floor. Coming back together and switch. Other side, left arm drops, right leg drops, and come back to center. Nice, slow, dead bugs. Focusing mostly on that abdominal engagement, that pin. If you're a longer person with longer limbs, this exercise can be really difficult for you. You have more gravity working against you. Good, we're gonna progress into that hold shortly. And by hold, I mean we'll just hover that arm and that leg off of the mat for about 10 seconds. All right, coming up in about 5 seconds, let's drop our right leg, left arm down. In 3, 2, 1. Engage the abs. Drop that right leg, left arm, and hover. 10 seconds. Breathe. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring those limbs back up. Reset the hips if you need to. Take a quick break. And then go back into alternating when you're ready. All right, going into hold number 2, dropping left leg, right arm. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hover those limbs, squeeze those abs, pin your back to the floor. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all back together. Hug the knees into your chest and roll it out side to side. Quick little break. Let's place the feet back down, flat on the mat, knees up. And we'll go back into some of those bridges to wash it out. Making sure our feet are slightly outside of our hips, knees are up, arms are down on the floor, palms down. When you're ready, take that big inhale, engage the abs, squeeze the glutes, and drive the hips up towards the ceiling. Wanting the whole movement to take about 5 seconds. So count in your head. Squeeze abs and glutes. And what we're going to do, option to stay with just these slow bridges. What we might add is when we're at the top, we're going to hold. We're going to raise left foot off the mat, driving left knee towards our chest, placing it back down, and then driving right knee towards chest, placing it back down, and lowering the hips. And repeating. So bridging up, march left, march right, and lower. Just a little added challenge. Really working the abdominals and the glutes. And a little bit of those back and shoulders to kind of keep us stable as we raise one leg at a time. You can kind of feel your whole body stiffening, tightening to support itself. But as I've talked about, core musculature is global. There's central core and global core. The global core includes some of those low back, your obliques, your glutes, everything kind of around that spine. Nice job continuing those reps with those marches. Make sure we're squeezing. And let's get one more rep in here. Beautiful. And once you've finished that rep, go ahead and lower the hips back down. Shake it out. We'll keep the knees up towards the ceiling, feet flat. And let's go ahead and take our hands, interlacing our fingers behind our head, elbows out to the sides for some cross crunches. So I'm gonna raise head, shoulders, upper back off of the mat. And I'm gonna take my right elbow towards left knee, coming back down and repeating, left elbow towards right knee. And let's keep our feet planted for now. Just doing that crunch, cross crunch. Once again, focusing on contracting your abdominals to raise your upper back off of the mat, not just using that momentum of your arms. Make the movement as slow as you can. Nice job. A few more here. Exhale as you crunch. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and pause, lying back down fully. And let's raise those legs back up so feet come up off of the mat. Let's roll our hips underneath our knees and extend feet towards the ceiling so my legs are extended straight. I can keep my hands interlaced behind my head, elbows out to the sides, just keeping my entire torso flat on the mat. You can also have your arms down by your sides, palms down if you'd like, whatever's more comfortable for you. But our legs are straight and raised towards the ceiling. What we're gonna do is just drop left leg down, hover it over the mat, keeping right leg up. And let's bring left leg back up, drop right leg down, bring it back up, and then attempting to squeeze both legs together. Lower both legs down as far as you can go without arching your back, and bring them back up and repeat. So left leg drops, right leg drops, both legs drop. We're really keeping those abs tight to hold us to the floor. Don't let your legs win. And it might be a very minimal drop of both legs. That is totally okay. It is very challenging. Make sure you reset the hips and the abs if you need to. We got just a couple more reps here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish your rep. And you can bring feet back down to the floor flat. Knees up. And you can actually go ahead and extend the legs long. So now we're lying completely flat. We're going to do some roll ups. So let's get heels planted down on the floor, toes up, legs are long. Let's raise both arms up from the shoulders, so fingertips towards the ceiling. I'm going to take a big inhale through my nose as I contract my abs, and one vertebrae at a time, starting from your head and neck. Roll yourself up to seated until you're fully upright seated. Arms are extended out in front of you. And then keeping heels planted, lower yourself back all the way down flat. One vertebrae at a time, keeping those abs contracted. All right, slow roll ups. Challenging ourselves to stay planted. not letting the momentum of our arms be what rolls us up, but rather the abdominals. Use that breath. Exhale during the hard part. Good, we got just a couple more here. Keep it up. All right. Go ahead and finish the rep you're on. And you can come all the way back to lying. Let's interlace those fingers behind the head, elbows out to the sides once again, preparing for a bicycle crunch or crisscross. So once we have our arms in position, let's go ahead and bring both knees up close to our chest, feet are off the mat. One leg at a time, so we'll extend our left leg out first. We're gonna take left elbow towards right knee as left leg extends, and then we switch. Left leg comes in, right leg extends, right elbow goes towards left knee, and then we just switch. Taking these nice and slow. Once again, pin those abs to your spine. Just our upper shoulders and neck are elevated. And if you need to make these a little easier, a little less gravity working against you, you take your legs up towards the ceiling. If you need more challenge, you hover those legs towards the floor. Nice work, keep it up. We've given our bodies a good work today. We're not quite done, but we're getting close. Keep that engagement. We got 10 more seconds of work in these bicycles. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Go ahead and take both feet flat to the mat, knees up. And last set of bridges to wash them out. Feet are flat, arms down by our sides. Let's engage our abs, squeeze our glutes, push hips towards the ceiling. Feel free to add that march again if you would like. Or just a standard glute bridge rep. Keeping our knees out. Abs and glutes squeeze in unison. All right, 10 more seconds. Try to finish your rep, or get 2 more. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lower your hips. Roll them out, shake them out. And let's go ahead and roll ourselves onto our stomachs. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. All right, we're gonna be doing some back extensions. So let's extend our legs out long behind us. And we have options here with our arms. We can either interlace our fingers behind our head, elbows out to the sides, or we can even use our hands kind of as a little support for these back extensions by placing them on either side of our chest down on the mat. But our main focus here is going to be just working that lower back a little bit, and our upper back, of course. And our glutes are going to stabilize us as well. So starting in a full lying position, so nose is down towards the mat, my chest is fully on the mat. I'm going to start by keeping the tops of my feet planted on the ground. I'm going to engage and squeeze my glutes as I slowly raise my head and upper chest about until my rib cage off of the mat. Then I'm going to lower myself back down fully and repeat. So just engaging those glutes and lower back to gently raise your chest and rib cage off of the mat. Hips stay planted and lower. Make sure you take those breaths, engage. And as you're in that lowered position, you can relax the glutes, relax the back before re-engaging before you raise again. Remember, these are slow, gentle reps. They aren't ballistic or quick. We are building strength, which means time under tension. Nice job. We got a few more reps here. Back extensions. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and let yourself come all the way down. Take a rest. Shake out the hips left to right. And we're going to transition into some Supermans. So once again, kind of working that low back, but also engaging more of the abdominals and the glutes for this exercise. So let's extend our arms out overhead, away from us, from the shoulders. Our nose is still pointed down towards the mat. We're not raising it up to look at our hands. We're staying down, neutral spine. So arms are out in front of us, thumbs are up, pinkies are down in the floor, legs are extended long. Remember, for this exercise, we're just hovering our limbs off of the floor, and our hips will be the only kind of point of contact with the floor. So when you're ready, let's take a big inhale through our nose. Squeeze the abs, squeeze your glutes as you raise, hover arms and legs off of the floor, and lower back down, relax. Once again, breathe, engage, raise, and lower. Nice job. We're also getting a little shoulder work here, which is great. Superman, Superwoman's one of those full body engagements. It's a wonderful exercise. All right, we're gonna hold it. Coming up, we're gonna hold that hover in about 10 seconds. So continue to do those slow reps. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage abs, engage glutes. Hover those limbs. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let those legs lower. Take a beat. You can wiggle the hips side to side if you'd like. Also, some great hamstring engagement for this exercise. All right, and let's bring the arms back in. You can make a little pillow with your hands if you'd like, and we'll keep our forehead down. We're gonna do some windshield wipers, but reverse or prone windshield wipers. So let's bend at the knee, take the bottoms of your feet towards the ceiling. Our legs are at that 90-degree angle. Engaging our abs, we're gonna slowly drop both feet down to the right. They're not gonna go all the way to the floor. Some of you might, some of you not. And we'll come back to center and gently drop both feet to the left. So keep your hips planted the whole time, even as you're dropping your feet down. We're still wanting to keep those abdominals and obliques fully tightened and engaged throughout this prone windshield wiper. And I hear the cool down music, but we got 1 more minute. Okay, so we're gonna do one more exercise. Let's go ahead and extend our arms back out long away from us, legs behind us. We have 1 more Superman hold, and then we'll cool down. So when you're ready, go ahead and take that breath, that inhale, engage those abs, squeeze those glutes, and let's hover. Superman, Superwoman, 15 seconds. Breathe, squeeze, engage. You got this. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself, relax, shake out your hips, and let's cool down. Let's start by raising ourselves up to a tabletop position. So wrists, elbows, shoulders are stacked. Knees under hips. Let's widen our knees out to either side of the mat. And let's walk our hands away from us slightly and shift our hips back towards our heels for a child's pose. Really trying to walk those hands, those fingertips away from us. Stretching the back and shoulders and hips. And let's go ahead and push those hips back up, coming back to tabletop. And let's go ahead and place our right knee between our hands. Let's extend our left leg long behind us for a pigeon stretch. You can lower yourself down to your forearms if you like, or you can stay on your hands. It's up to you. But we're getting a little stretch in the right glutes. Feeling our breathing rate come back down, heart rate starting to lower. Let's switch out that stretch. So bring left knee between your hands, right leg extends long behind us. We're just kind of folding our torso over the left leg, stretching the left glutes, pigeon stretch. And let's go ahead and extend both legs long behind us for a, tabletop, back to tabletop, knees under hips. We can go for a puppy pose here, keeping the hips up and just walking the arms out away from us. Puppy stretch, or option 2, raise the knees off the mat for a down dog, taking hips up towards the ceiling and pedaling the heels. So puppy or down dog here, stretching the hamstrings. And if you're in down dog, go ahead and walk your hands towards your feet. If you're in puppy, go ahead and make your way up to standing. Once you're in that standing position, we're going to do a standing forward fold. So let's widen out our feet outside of our hips. Toes are going to point slightly outward and forward. Let's take a big inhale through the nose and exhale as we reach our hands down towards the floor. Kind of folding at the waist. Forward fold. Always okay to have that slight bend in your knees. And let's walk our hands over towards our left foot while still in this forward fold. And let's walk our hands over towards our right foot. You can hold on to your shin or your ankle if you like, or you can just keep your hands down on the mat. And just let your head and neck hang. And let's walk those hands back to center and raise ourselves back up to standing. Bring our feet back under our hips, toes forward. And we'll go for a side bend. So let's raise both arms up overhead. I'm going to grab my right wrist with my left hand. And I'm gently going to pull that right arm and shoulder over to the left, kind of leaning my body towards the left. Remember to tuck your pelvis here. Your back might be arching. Tuck your pelvis, engage your abs. Even though they did so much work for us today, we want them to work for us passively all the time. That's having a strong core. And let's come back to center. Release your arms down, swing your arms forward and backward a couple times. And we'll switch to the other side. Both arms back up overhead, grabbing left wrist with right hand and gently pulling left arm and shoulder over to the right, gently leaning our torso to the right. Tucking our pelvis. And let's go ahead and come back to center and release those arms back down. You can sway them forward and backward again. We're going to do some alternating hamstring scoops. So we'll start from that neutral standing position. Let's step our right foot out in front of us, heel down, toes up. And hinging at the waist, we're gently going to trace our fingertips down our leg as far as we can go to where we feel that hamstring stretch, back of the leg stretch. We'll gently raise ourselves back up to standing, step our right foot back underneath us, left foot out, heel down, toes up, and scooping down the left leg. And just alternating and repeating. Right and left hamstring scoops. One of my favorite stretches of all time. Make sure you inhale when you're standing at the top, exhale as you reach down the leg. And let's go ahead and come back to standing. One last stretch. We'll take a nice wide stance, about 2 steps, 3 steps outside of our hips, for a nice wide squat stance. And we'll lower the hips just a little bit and rock left to right, straightening one leg at a time. Cossack rock. My body is snap, crackle, popping for this stretch. Wow. Stretching those inner thighs out. And let's step our feet back underneath our hips. Last but not least, give yourselves a pat on the back. Way to show up today. You rocked it. Go ahead and stop our recording.